he promised the fine next time. And who we dead, the badly wounded, who ain't dead, badly wounded, who we dead, the badly wounded, who ain't dead, badly wounded. Talk, you're mocking pretender, and your lyrics in a confidence, you're far too long, you're fooling the children, filling the heaven with much education. Doomsday reach, wipe and you repeat, cause the children coming to take back the kid. Before the word in the conscious styling, for a brand new morning, before the word in the rap so styling, rocking the roots of the vampire system. Talk it all, you punk pretender, talk it all, you bloody deceiver, talk it all, you serpent master, talk it all, you friggin' oppressor. Right down to the heart of the matter, desire of us and reality scatter. He promised the fire next time. He promised the fire next time. He promised the fire next time. And who is there, the badly wounded, who is dead, badly wounded, who is dead, the badly wounded, who is dead, badly wounded. Talk your talk, the mocking pretender. Check the lyrics and not confidence, you're far too long. You're fooling the children, filling the head with much education. Doomsday reach, and you retreat. The children coming to take back the street. Power the wood, conscious styling. I say the power the wood, the rap so styling. Rocking the roots and the vampire system. Talk your talk, you're talking pretender. Talk your talk.
You know we're sharing the video, right? This is share the video time. This is the time to share the video, right? So that's what we're doing right now. We're sharing the video. We're letting people know we out. They say we out and bad. I know about that. We're trying. We're trying. This is not an easy thing we're doing here. It is a lot of pressure. Stress. Share it up, share it up. Share it up. Yeah, Wednesday, 29th November. Tomorrow is the 1st of December. You ready? You have your rabbit foot? You have your rabbit foot ready for tomorrow? Rabbit. I don't know what it means, where it come from. I like word origins, but that one just sounds foolish. So I don't even bother with stupidness like that. Hi, Philip. I am a farmer looking to expand my business. Scenario. Set up a meeting with the ADB and went in a couple of weeks ago. Met with the officer and hearing the list of requirements, which included EMA clearance and land deed in company's name, which we have been waiting on for over 10 years. I was appalled when I was told that the interest rate is 5%. Now, if a country is serious about food production, how can the interest rate be 5%? How does that incentivize anyone to get into agriculture? Let's do some quick math. $1 million loan over a 10-year period at 5% over that period of time is approximately $500,000 in interest accrued. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that quite absurd? Scenario 2. I related the above story to a friend of mine who was also interested in agriculture, tomato production to be exact. The sum of money he was applying for was around $500,000 over a 5-year period. Again, the accrued interest would have been around $250,000 for that length of time. He said they then proceeded to show him tomato production figures from 2010 to motivate him to invest. That was the first red flag for him. The individual at the ADB then told him, based on his plans, given the accumulated cost of his factors of production, he can expect at best $100,000 profit per year, and that's providing there is absolutely no hiccups. And let's be real, I've been a farmer for a while now, and no hiccups, that don't exist in farming. So it's not that no one wants to farm, it's that no one can afford to take the risk to farm. Here, in the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of do what the hell you like land. You see, as long as farmers not growing food, Hadco making money, Massey making money, Amco making money, Agostini making money, the rest of the upper echelon, the 1%ers, while the rest of us plebs have to pay out with nose and with eyes and with ears to eat. Because you really have two choices, eh? Eat or don't eat. You could fast. You could starve to death and prove a point. But what are they going to take you on? If Robert America tell me, Phillip, 2-3 bullets and they forget you. Who's you? Look, Dana Sitahal. Dana Sitahal. People cry their eyeballs out. And we was missing Dana. We miss she bad for how long? How long we miss Dana for? David Archibald got upset that I said on the national radio that there are people in this country who are willing to take whatever steps required to silence me. I am dealing with multiples of court cases, one that I'm gagged in now, and lawyer fees just on my side to survive the lawyer fees. You see, when plunder becomes a way of life for a group of men in a society, over the course of time they create for themselves a legal system that authorizes it and a moral code that glorifies it. This jackass here tonight, me, all the fights I fight is for Trinidad and Tobago. None of my fights are mine. None are mine. I am fighting every single fight that I fight for better Trinidad and Tobago. And I keep asking myself, there is no way to know. There is no way to know, barring an election which is constitutionally due 3 years away. There is no way to know if enough people give enough of a shit about Trinidad and Tobago. There's no way to know. The overwhelming majority of the people that watch my show at night are not even based in Trinidad anymore. They're not here. They've gone. They've left. And rightly so. My brother has raised his children. The last time I saw them, they were in Pampers. And one is 27, and one is 25, and one is married, and the other is engaged. I've not seen them for a long time. But they're Canadians. They're not Trinidadians. He came to Trinidad to try to adopt a baby here because he and his wife didn't want to. They're well off in life now because they're in Canada. They're in Canada, so in Canada you could do well. It's a proper run country, and if you're willing to work hard, and they work very hard, and they're very well off. And he thought to himself, you know what? I will adopt a baby, rescue at least one person. That is a very noble thing to do. Came here to the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of do what the hell you like land. Because even in adopting baby, you had to pay a bribe. Even in adopting children in this maniac, corrupt, and criminal gangster paradise that is Trinidad and Tobago, even that you have to pay a bribe. So he went to India, in the ghetto slums. Now, them ghetto is real ghetto. If you ever see Slumdog Millionaire, that ain't no joke. And they get to Israel, and he went over there, and he adopted a little baby girl, no hassle. She's growing up beautifully, thriving in Canada. But they're not Trinidadians anymore. My brother tells me, my brother, Paul Elias Alexander and Phillip Edward Alexander. Paul Elias Alexander says, Phillip, you're an asshole. You have a brain that can solve global problems, and you're fighting like an asshole to separate two racist tribes that have been dumbed down and undereducated. So they can't even tell that they're up to their waist and shit. To them, this is the world. This is the world. Up to your waist and shit is normal. So they can't tell a difference. When the PNM call a meeting in the savannah, and they wade up to their waist and shit to the savannah and sit down, they didn't realize that Carl Mimbard wasn't up to his waist and shit. They didn't realize that Stuart Young wasn't up to his waist and shit. But they are. And they line up in hot sun sweating, fighting to get in and get a seat, to pray to the Massa and say, bless me, give me a 10 days, hook me up with a house. And this asshole, my brother is correct. This is not easy. There are very rich people in this country. Very, very rich. I mean, a man in this country own a piece of land in Costa Rica 4 times the size of Trinidad. Trinidadian. And he's not in the oil business. He's not in the cancer curing business. He's no family to Bill Gates. They have some very wealthy people in this country. And they own the entire country. They own all your food. They may not own it in title. They may not own the road in name. But if their son catch drunk and the stupid police put God out his thoughts and arrest that child for drunk driving, the magistrate will sort that out. Because this is the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of do whatever the hell you like, especially if you could afford it. You see, if you're rich and you're wealthy, you could do what you like. I could land anywhere in this world, make a life. Anywhere. I don't need a job. So I have no use of a boss or a resume or a job interview. I have no need of any of those things. I could land anywhere in this world and make a life. I'm still here. Still sacrificing. There are some wealthy people in this country that are sitting back in meetings and saying, wait him out. Wait him out. We'll frustrate him in the courts. We'll frustrate him on the road. We'll frustrate him in the media. Wait him out. Wait him out. You see, I am always tired. This is exhausting work. I made a mistake the other day while speaking and spoke out of turn. Human beings make mistakes. But I am judged and held to a different standard to everybody else. Pipe man and cat, them don't. Pipe girl and cat, them don't get judged to that standard. I do. Held to a different standard. I watch people drill me and question me about PEP policies, about everything. And they will ask question after question, supplemental after supplemental, follow-up after follow-up, drilling down. And the party that they support, one in government and one in opposition, they don't dare ask the same questions. They don't give a shit. The only purpose for asking the questions is to see if I am capable of answering. Because if I don't answer, or if I don't answer properly, screenshot, look what Phillip said. Anton Pope is answering me. I think Anton lives in Canada or England. I can't remember where. It's come to the point now where Trinidadians and Tobagonians get to decide. Because you all really have to tell us if you're all interested in rescuing this country. You see, I could take it apart, and they know that. The same power of the state that they use is the same power of state that I will use, but I'll use it effectively and I'll bring back the people's money. And they're aware of that. The drug cartels, the Mexican drug cartels that are here, they are aware that I would build the maritime security wall. Now, we have spoken, and I know this, and they know that I have spoken to the Drug Enforcement Agency of the United States. And I know they know that, and representatives of the embassy. And I know that they know that if the Progressive Empowerment Party comes into office, into power, we will build the maritime security wall. We will unstuff the containers on the ports. We will bring to an end the diplomatic pouch. Any embassy that needs their diplomatic pouch to pass through this country unexamined will have to shut down the embassy for at least 2 years. It'll take about 2 years to un-narco the state. I am saying these words. Even though a Scott drug report was done in the 80s that named time, length, inclination, person, location, money. It named everything. There's a book by Darius Figueroa. You could get it online that names it for you. Even though those things existed. But this country is a narco state. First of all, a lot of the corruption that takes place in government, a lot of those contracts, a lot of it is to actually launder drug money. We don't have a real cocaine problem. You know? Somebody from the DEA told me years ago. He said, what comes into Trinidad is US dollars to wash. The drug trade brings in billions and billions of dollars. And money laundering means if you could go, the National Lotteries Control Board, if they audit, put a camera outside all of their booths, they will see that they have some that buying out every single day. Some of their best performers, nobody will push that door. Yet, millions of dollars passing through that because you see, if you have an NLCB booth, right, and you bet $10,000 on every number, one of them must come. You will get an NLCB check. You will lose the difference, but the money is washed and clean. And that's just that. That's just that. The Bankers Association of Trinidad and Tobago have never come clean on how they facilitate money laundering in this country because it couldn't happen without them. The business community in Trinidad. I watching a man opening, he have 3 brands, and he opening a different store every month. And in each of those stores, easy $5 million to set it up. $5 million. Billing Mall. Ask him where that money come from. Ask him. But we have nobody who can. We have nobody who can. The judges in this country, in the courts, just found out they don't have power if they go up against power. The judges wrote a letter to the Chief Justice asking him to come clean on allegations being made against you in the media. And I want to say this. Because I don't trust the media, all this information about Iva Archie, I find it suspect. Because you know what? Trinidad and Tobago media don't put out information just so. It always somebody agenda. So Archie could very well be wrong. And Archie, because you see, they know everybody back on Island. They know everybody's scandal. When it's time to pull you down, make a scandal for he or put out the scandal in the road. So Archie may very well be wrong, but I don't know. And there is nowhere and no how for us to know. But what I do know is, if you give me good odds, I will bet that the Express that running those stories because they're backing a next horse in the Chief Justice race. That is Trinidad. I watch a journalist in that same Express write at least 5, if not 6 columns, trying to pull down the chairman of a state board because her man was trying to force that same chairman to give him a multi-million-dollar contract. That man, brother, is a PNM member for life. Father is a founding member. This is Trinidad. Where the tinkle is. I have to deal with people who pass in and out of the PEP, stop for a minute, wet their feet, make the sign of the cross and say, wow, we're doing good work here. Sweat for a bit, then realize what it's about and leave. This is not easy work. What I do here, This is not easy. Every now and then you see me put up somebody's name on Facebook and salute them for staying, for trying. If you leave, if you go, I don't blame you. What we do here is madness. We are taking on an entire criminal enterprise, disguised as a country. Disguised. Why it is? We only have 4 banks. Why? Why no other bank don't want to come and do business in Trinidad, but them banks doing $1 billion a quarter profit? Is it that we blocking others? Is it that these banks have an inside track? Is that it? Because to fix Trinidad and Tobago, make no mistake, friend, you have to scratch everything. You have to pull every curtain aside. You have to look behind every deal. When Puntip and O'Halloran and OI was doing what they're doing, ask them what laundered the money. See if you eat it in cornflakes and corn kernels and chocolate. This is Trinidad and Tobago. I watch a nightclub in Port of Spain wash money for the UNC. Wash it. And I know they wash it. I have no evidence. Panday used to say, bring the evidence. A man now trying to get a big post telling me, Philip, you can't call people name unless you can prove it. So I is the police. I is everything. I is the government. I is the police. I is everything. Because the judges just realized they have no power. The law association just realized they have no power. So who is Archie fighting? If I was Archie, I mean, he fly all over. He have enough frequent flyer miles to orbit Mars. He got the pension safe. Step down. Why take the bullshit? What Archie fighting that we don't know? I don't know. People want to talk about the man's sexuality like all of a sudden that's important. In a country where we ramming like rabbits, Paul Charles, that was his name, went on to become a senator. I can't remember his last name. Anyway, interviewed me on Win TV. And I said, our carnival creates our rape culture. No, rape is about power. No, rape is about sex. It may also be about power, but we are telling people that you're entitled to sex. When I stand up outside Massey stores and see Campari put up an ad with a half-naked woman in a carnival costume, you see, it's culture now. Hapudenda outside, but it's culture. It's not the same. This is not soft porn. Campari saying, this is the carnival you're entitled to. And for all the people who stunting in Range Rover and think that is theirs. But what about the little black boy who sweeping the street? He's seeing the same poster too. You mean if I drink Campari, I can play with that? You see, plenty of people just want to say, Phil, watch what you're saying, watch how you're coming. My partner tell me you have to network. Network with who? How do you pick between Lucifer and Beelzebub? How do you choose Satan over Satan? There is nothing in this country, in politics, not a single man or woman that I would stand next to and say, I will work with you. I trust you. I think you are a person of integrity and character. There is not one. There is not one. There's not one. I see UNC send one of their attack dogs for me tonight. But I do that quick. I want my people to get distracted by UNC pit bull. They block she fast. Send she back to massage Kamala back. Because we're talking straight talk here. Straight talk. A contractor from the UNC buy up. I had to pull along the post. They call me, they beg me, pull along the post. The man buy it cash. Real estate agents tell me, boy, if you see money, billionaire in 5 years. In 5 years, billionaire. Real situation. Our country, the only thing to save it is all of us together. And all of us together, I don't trust us. All are we for sale? All are we looking for? You're a team member, the PEP. But see your name down here in the HDC. If I make this happen, that could done. But of course, I know politics is a team sport. So after all of this, I have to assemble a massive team. And I have to get a team of people together who have love of country in their heart more than anything else. Because you see, it's nasty, it's stinking and it's dirty, it's distasteful, disgusting and obscene. And that's just church. When you really get down into the politics of this country and you see what makes politics work, why all you think Rudal Monilal hush your ass for this last election inside the UNC? Why? Rudal Monilal want that like a spranger want crack. But he sit down and shut up. He ain't say boo. Why? What they have on Rudal? What they sit down with Rudal and say, look, sit out or we bust your mark. This is Trinidad, where the Minister of Finance called the Prime Minister a crook. The Minister of Finance called the Prime Minister a crook. The Prime Minister was the Housing Minister, and he called the then Prime Minister a bigger crook. He said he knew, the Prime Minister knew that his government was the most corrupt government in history, in this country's history. And then Kamala said, hold me there. Think all you corrupt? Think Baz you corrupt? Pandey walking all over town, moaning, bitching and moaning. But when he was inside there and they had things to fix, he was golfing his silver fox ass all over town, just like Rowley. All you remembering conveniently, all you forgetting, green paper on media, green paper on all you forgetting. All you forgetting. The same bullshit Rowley do all you, doing all you, Pandey do all you. All you remember Pandey and Ramesh and all them draconian law they tried to pass. We really are a 9-day people. This is the truth. Say it to you tonight. They spent tens of millions of dollars to compile a drug report. The Drug Enforcement Agency wrote, there was a guy who wrote an article in the Wall Street Journal. Listen to this. Yes, it was facetious. Yes, it was sarcasm. Yes, it was tongue-in-cheek, but he wanted to make a point. He said, more marine craft pass undetected between Trinidad and Tobago and the South American mainland at night than were involved in the Normandy invasion. He was making a point that cocaine walks through Trinidad. And that every time we detect some, that is a minuscule amount. Sometimes you have to give the lion some meat so that the rest could pass. I hear people tell me in the Coast Guard. I hear people tell me in the Air Guard. He said, boss, we're making holes in the sky waiting for backup. No backup to come. Boats park up in Hartscott. Videotape it for we. And then there are people who, I black man in office, I stand in for that. I don't care what he do. He black, I black, we good. Because look, I just had to black Natalie Jaiki or whatever her name is. She don't care. Once it come out of camera, she drinking it. So, all of us could run. But what about those who can't run? What about those who have to stay? What about those who can't run? What about that?
I'm a living while I'm living to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day. Only I give the price. I'm a let we have to pay. While our leaders play, all I see people are rip and a rob. All are brave. He's never love is the thief with long back. No love for the people who are suffering bad. Another door to the poor may God help the soul. What is to stop the youth from get out of control? Full up on education, you know, own a payroll.
Beat up!
Close family back have countless eyes full. Could go on and on, the fool has never been told. I'm a living while I'm living to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through. Every day with only I give the price. Our need we have to pay. While our leaders play.
Chen, Derek Chen, move it on. Want to know why the people angry? The man say only rise the price, arm and leg we have to pay. Flour going up too. Every week is a little thing. They're slowly boiling you. Frog in the water. They're slowly bringing you to a boil. So now it's flour. Last week was maxi taxi. Week before was what? Yes, the only thing that's not going up is salary.
Who can afford to run will run, but what about those who can't? They will have to stay. Opportunity, a scarce commodity. In this time I say, when mama spend her last and send you the class.
Tell some black boys yesterday, study, not for Trinidad. Study, get that degree, get that paper. You never know you get that out. Land in the next man land, you get a serious job. My cup full, do I can't. Walk up Goodwood Park Hill, knock on a door. What business?
I'm a living while I'm living to the Father I will pray. Only Him know how we get through every day with only I in the price. I'm a living we have to pay. While our leaders play, all I see people are rip and a rob. All are brave. Thief never love is the thief with long back. No love for the
Hello, good evening, your life. Are you good?
I'm now here and I want to ask a question. Because we have a serious accounting problem in Trinidad and Tobago, especially in the THA in Tobago. Now, I'm sure you're aware by now that monies are missing.
Money's missing now? Money missing now? It's 15 years of accounts we waiting on. 15 years of accounts we waiting on. Milshire. You ever hear about Milshire? Money missing now? This is money dust.
The Milshire contract.
That money dust. But anyway, you make your talk. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
I'm trying to find out, and correct me if I'm wrong, if Lyndon and Mr. Phillip Alexander goes into a contractual agreement and I have paid my monies for services not rendered, it means for some extent fraud would have been the order of the day.
Oh, you're old? At least you're old, yeah.
Now we are hearing after months when we were promised that monies were supposed to be returned. We are now hearing by the Secretary of the Division of Tourism that they have now sent legal documentation to 11 entertainment booking to find out how we are recovering monies. Now I want to ask the question to you and everybody. Why are we not going after the contract, the artists that we entered into contractual agreement? If I directly did business with Phillip Edward Alexander, I don't want to deal with the middleman. I should be going after Phillip Edward Alexander for money for services not rendered.
Correct.
Asking the wrong questions. And this is why we need to stand up. And I hope people are listening, because no one is asking why the THA isn't going after the artists. they're asking why they're not going after the booking agent. Yeah?
I'm listening to you. Because this seems to be such, I mean, at the end of the day, theft is theft. But between me and you, Tobago is so rotten to the core. Tobago is so rotten to the core now that this is baby food. There's billions of dollars missing in Tobago, not $10 million.
You know what is shocking? I remember Keith Rowley stood up in a house some years ago and he accused Manning of big rigging in the house by saying his administration is corrupted. But I want to say tonight, Keith Rowley, your administration corrupt. Where are you?
And even more crazy, the PNM is on trial. Because those of us who were here carried the O'Halloran stain, we cannot take the position that this is all talk. In 1986, when we went to campaign in my area, I was
Good
there.
evening, you
I don't know
live?
who else was there. I was there. And you're going
You
door
live?
to door. And you're slamming doors in your face in Westmoreland, in Glencoe, in Bayshore, and all.
Maxi ready to come back home December 2 days away.
Maxi Bags packed, man. He on the phone
No,
with...
I want Stuarty boy according to you.
He on FaceTime with... He on
Stuarty boy to come out and tell me
Yeah.
when he come in Saturday or Sunday.
Wait, nah. Bags packed. He on FaceTime with Stuarty whole day today talking about what he bringing for him. Stuart said, bring a nice jersey for me, friend. Thank you for that.
I want to know.
Thank you
Thanks
for that.
again. Have a good night.
You too, my brother.
About this O'Halloran. And today, every school child in this country knows that there's something called Unicot and it smells to the high heavens. It smells to the high heavens.
Mugabe!
This
Sabda!
country cannot call to order its prime minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting that in God help. Why?
If this country cannot call to order its prime minister and its government,
Call to order its prime minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting the high heavens. If this country cannot call to order its prime minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting that in God help. If this country cannot call to order its prime minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting that in God help. Why? If this country cannot call to order its prime minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting that in God help, why should people be sacrificed so as to allow others, wrongdoers, to prosper? That is what we've been called upon to do, colleagues. Allow others. Why should people be sacrificed so as to allow others, wrongdoers, to prosper? God help. Why should people be sacrificed so as to allow others, wrongdoers, to prosper? That is what we've been called upon to do, colleagues. That's what we've been called upon to do. And those of you who think that I'm being obstructionist and I'm being whatever you want to, what we are being called upon to do by a small clique of people in the country is to support wrongdoing. And I'm being whatever you want to, what we are being called upon to do by a small clique of people in the country is to support wrongdoing. What we are being called upon to do by a small clique of people in the country is to support wrongdoing. What we are being called upon to do by a small clique of people in the country is to support wrongdoing.
that small clique, 41 of them in parliament.
Pretend not to know and see if we can ride it out. We are not going to ride this out. $700 million worth of contract lands on the Princess Building ground. Not a soul in Port of Spain, in Belmont, in Cascade, in Laventille, in Depomartin got 1 day's work there. $700 million worth of contract lands on the Princess Building ground. Not a soul in Port of Spain, in Belmont, in Cascade, in Laventille, in Diplomatic, got 1 day's work there. 100% Chinese work. Design, construction, materials, everything. And I am supposed to support that. And if I don't support it, I get myself slandered in and out of Parliament by my people sacrificed. So as accepting that then God help, why should people be sacrificed? People be sacrificed. Why should people be sacrificed so as to allow others, wrongdoers, to prosper? That is what we're being called upon to do, colleagues. That's what we're being called upon to do. And those of you who think that I'm being obstructionist and I'm being whatever you want to do, what we are being called upon to do by a small clique of people in the country is to support wrongdoing, pretend not to know, and see if we can ride it out.
That son of a bitch. The link in the line. That is your Prime Minister. That there. That your Prime Minister. How you feel? How you feel as your Prime Minister? That your Prime Minister. Hear what your boss had to say about him.
I see hate. Mr. Speaker, I see bitterness. Mr. Speaker, I see acrimony. Mr. Speaker, I see animosity.
Marlene behind he tapping desk, you know. I only new deputy political leader.
Mr. Speaker, that is what I see. And that problem is not a new problem to me, you know. I was aware of the tendency for the other to go out of control. Since 1987, argue your case. Everybody has a chance to do it. But not like my good friend. The minute you oppose my good friend, Mr. Speaker, the minute you oppose my good friend, he gets very, very angry. And if you oppose him strongly, Mr. Speaker, he becomes a raging bull.
A raging bull you elect to office. Why? Because the other side was thieving so much. But now the raging bull gaining the horn. So you're thinking, well, maybe the other side wasn't so bad after all. Jackassery. Jackassery. So when people tell you who we go put, I just bite my lip, I just bite my tongue, I just want to cuss. People trying to dress me up and make me sweet and nice, but I just want to cuss. I want to cuss. Manning knew what was going on in his government. You think Pandey didn't know? You think Pandey didn't know what was going on in his government? For those who on the YouTube thread, the first person speaking was Rowley. The second person speaking was Manning. I'll give you some information. I want to give you some information on your favorite Minister of Finance. I want to get that for you. You know what? I'll have it for the next video. None of these people like each other. I had called a lawyer, senator, frontline UNC, to report another UNC frontline lawyer for thieving my words, word for word. He tell me that man is a jackass, we don't talk to him. I listen to other people. I mean, you hear it too. You hear it too. This is what passes for government in this country. You gotta deal with them. You gotta deal with them. Actually, I want to play this video. Because if I play that video, it have other people in it who just to hear their voices raise my blood pressure. This is your country, Trinidad and Tobago. This is we. This is we. This is where we at. This is who we are. This is where we going. This is all of the above. What we do next? What do we do next?
I visited the Parliament chamber, witness an orchestra, a band of only politicians, well, rated their performance on style, talent and endurance, a band of parliamentarians. All the things that encourage hate, making good folks discriminate, bridges replaced by gates. No jarring racism, prejudice and tribalism, multiculturalism, Amagism from the UNC and the PNM, COP and the political system.
Sipasad Bechan says she want to do a coalition between the COP and the PNM. Well, I nearly choke when I read that. Because that's the reason the COP was formed. Look, Satan going and correct sin again. They say, don't say prayers when the devil by your bed. The devil is quote scripture too. The COP, Carolyn Sipasad Bechan, win a coffin in a cemetery. She wanted to do a coalition, the doubles man down by the corner, bringing more people to a coalition than she. Carolyn Sipasad Bechan, miss me with your bullshit. Eh? You wanted to run in there and make news. You're going to make news. You're going to be the biggest jackass in this country's political history. And I want to tell you something. Eh? This country had some notorious stuff. Don't be played for a fool. They're using race as a tool to divide, conquer, and rule.
Vocalists have sore throat. Keyboard is playing wrong note in this band of serial politicians. Their lyrics not rhyming.
Some have no sense of timing.
This band of parliamentarians. Same people for the powerless, promoting the cause of justice, or what democracy and grace.
Calypso is culture. Who catching the ass more than Kurt Allen? Calypso is culture. If you sing for the PNM or the UNC, it's pressure, catpiece and leather, as David Rudder call it. Why do you think David Rudder pack and leave? David Rudder bleeds red, white and black, living in Canada. Why you think he leave? Because the show that takes place for the King of Calypso every Carnival Sunday night is sponsored by the Balize. It is a PNM party group. Tuco is a PNM party group. A set of bullshit. You have to go and sit down there in the Dimash Gras and listen to them say, this is the King of Carnival. Come out there to bad talk Indian people and make PNM banditry feel nice. If anybody had sing half the songs that Crow had sing, they'd make a jail. Black man, all you look for that. And remember them thing? Like Crow. Some of them think that he sang was seditious. Seditious. But it's culture. Eh?
Music rotten to the core.
Music rotten to the core.
So impure with the UNC and the BNM and the COP.
Political sinfony. Once the big fish not making jail, no integrity, no morality. What we doing? What we doing? Trinidad and Tobago. What we doing? Give you a flip side. I want to give you a flip side before I go. And I will take calls. 682-2110. For as long as I could. 682-2110. I'll give you a flip side. This country doesn't have to be like this. This country doesn't have to be this bad. I will not be running for political leadership of the Progressive Empowerment Party. I will not be putting my name forward for that position. I will not be running in any position in the Progressive Empowerment Party or any other political party. I do not want to qualify for any job of any kind. I want to continue to have one role, and that is to bring the truth. And I want to tell you something. I will not stop till all of these mocking pretenders are brought to justice. I cannot do that if I have to sell my soul. People are telling me, we have to network. We have to make a deal and cut a deal. I can't cut deals. I'm a jackass. I can't cut deals. Asshole that I am believes that there are enough people in this country to take it back, to bring a real revolution of hearts and minds. I'm ready to walk, I tell you, from south to town. I'm ready to go and occupy Independence Square, occupy the promenade. We stand up there till elections call. But you're not getting from the public that they uncomfortable enough. Somebody said to me, we tolerate what we could endure. That is why the frog gets boiled to death. The frog gets boiled to death because it's going up slowly. So you learn to take that thing. You find the money to cover the maxi taxi, you make a next choice. Now you had to cut back on your flour a little bit. They're not cutting back. They're not cutting back on their salaries. They're not cutting back on their perks. They're not cutting back.
It's one heart, one soul, it's so great, so we building stronger, together, climbing higher, reaching further. It's one heart, one soul.
I see Anya Ayangchi this week in a bakery. And we don't talk. I know her since she's a little girl. But I'm not a bullshit artist. And I watch them organize all the artists, big money sponsored. Dominica! Love for Dominica. And it busts. You know why it busts? It's not that Trinidadians don't want to stunt, But Trinidadians are hungry. And they are angry. And if Derek Chin thinks he understands how hungry and how angry, what happened in Beta might think that is a joke. Colm Imbert called for a riot. I feel he's going to get it. I think so. The country, the people, they're angry. It's easy to say, it's easy to blame them. Every now and then you see a jackass come and tell you, they have a dish, they have a spinning rims. A man gave me talk today because I exposed the school feeding program and what they feed in each other. And the man posts on my wall, half the people who children eating their food, playing mass Monday and Tuesday. I said, no problem. But I went on your profile and I see you studying in China. Who paying for that? State? Why you must get? Why you must get money to study in China and poor people, children, must eat red beans and dry rice? Why? The only way forward for this country, and this is what I don't know, but the only way forward for this country is for all of us to understand that as long as one of us is suffering, none of us could be happy. People evaluate their financial position based on a Trinidad reality. Plenty of you catching your ass in Trinidad for work, for work done, that if you were in America or Canada or any other functional nation, you'd be a millionaire by now. You'd be a millionaire by now. You look around at your circumstances, you're catching your ass to pay your bills, you ain't want nobody to know, you bounce a couple checks, your rent always late, TNTech just cut you 3 times a year. Flow, you know the flow bill due when the screen black. And you're feeling like that's who you are. But that's not who you are. That's who you are in Trinidad. In a country where there is a group of people controlling the economy and they get to decide the value of the money in your pocket. So your salary don't raise. The cost of living is not pegged to anything. You see, DOMA don't want to hear this, and the Chamber of Commerce don't want to hear this, and the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association don't want to hear this, because Trinidad's business is built basically on slave labor. That if we had a cost of living index, but you see, they don't want to hear that. They have union leaders who stunt every month, but the stunt is for public sector money. They're not marching against private sector money at all, because they know they gain handle. They gain handle. They gain handle. But the average person in this country, shame to admit, you're out there on the avenue, you're drinking your 2 beers, but your budget for them beers now. And you're ashamed to admit that if you work out your exact trajectory, as hard as you and your husband working, or you and your wife working, as hard as you're working, you will never own a home. Not to the standard you want to raise your children. So you will never own a home. You will have to rent for the rest of your life. There will always be a massa above you, a man who owns the house you live in, who will put you out at any time. Because there are no laws that protect renters in this country. So he can put you out anytime, he can raise the rent anytime. There are no laws that says it must be governed, it must be agreed. There's nothing. There's no legislation that protects renters. So you're at the mercy. Tomorrow, all of them could raise all the rents. They could say, you know what, because there are people in this country that own 1,000 houses. And tomorrow they could say, you know what, all rent got up 100%. You have 2 choices. Find the money or get out. Food gone up. Find the money, eat grass. Tell me what you think we should be doing now as a nation. Because the value of the Trinidad and Tobago dollar is 1/7 of the United States dollar. But our purchasing power has reached, I used to say it was 115, but it's reached lower. It's gone a lot lower. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to have foreigners shop and buy certain items. And I will go and I will buy it in Westby's and Extra Foods and Massey and True Value. And I'll show you. I'll show you what it costs. They're like, yeah, but gas over here expensive. Yes, that is true. But everything is pegged to a cost of living index. And if you can't afford gas, you could walk outside your house and hop into a bus that's going to be there the time they say it's going to be there. The countries work. The countries work. Trinidad can be like that. But this country is not going to be allowed to be like that as long as you allow a small handful of people who control these two political parties, the PNM and the UNC. As long as you allow that, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. We're asking for the Rent Assessment Board. Who is the Ombudsman? Who is the Governor of Central Bank? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. These people, they trot them out every now and then for a stunt. Stunt for us and go back. That's the truth. But we can't do this alone. We can't do this alone. This Saturday, we in Chaguanas. Center Point Mall, I think is the name of the mall. The mall right across the road from Mid-Center Mall. So you know, if you know Chaguanas, that's where it is. Yeah? We in the Southern Auditorium. Let me just find the exact address for you, because that's where we'll be on this Saturday. And this Saturday is a massive place, so come out. But don't come out. One night, it could be anytime soon. If there is no way to fix this country, if there is no way, I promise you, I will shut up. No problem at all. None whatsoever. Shutting up. I'm not looking for work. I'm not like these jackasses, Stuart Young and Maxi Coffee and them, you know. Need this for girls to like me. I don't need this. I'm trying to find the freaking thing. They have so much things posted on this page. I just want to get the exact address so I could give you that. And that is this Saturday at noon. At noon, open to the public, open to you. And that is wrong thing fell. This guy Mark Rees, you all ever listen to him? What you telling yourself? Trinidad and Tobago, what you telling yourself? Saturday, 2nd December 2017, 12 noon, Southern Auditorium, Center Point Mall, Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas. What you telling yourself, Trinidad? You're telling yourself they could wait it out? You feel at some point the PNM or the UNC will say, you know what? I will just, out of the goodness of my heart, stop my government from stealing. Wendell Joel Peters, I don't know when we are coming to Arima, but you should come to us in Chaguanas because we are already doing the work. Come to Chaguanas. Bring your whole family and come. Come out. Bring your neighbors. Pull up and rent a taxi or a van or a maxi and come down the road. Come. Because you see, you need to get involved. This Saturday, all of the constituency team leaders are going to be there. So come and meet your constituency executive and see if you want to work with them and help build it. This is not going to be anything to anybody unless everybody gets on board. And that is the truth. That is the absolute truth. But it is not easy. And if I am saying to you, if I'm coming across like I'm telling you it's going to be easy, it's not. But I'll tell you this. If the people of Trinidad and Tobago stand up, if the people of Trinidad and Tobago stand together, we could fix this. We could fix this. We have to be less selfish, less self-serving. We have to be more country first. People use those words and those terms all the time. I'm telling you, country first is all those foreign products. Save your money. Nobody cares that you have a Starbucks in your hand. Nobody cares. It doesn't make you look successful. Nobody cares. KFC is not good for you. No matter what they tell you, it is bad for you. It is unhealthy. Stop spending your money on foreign fast food. It is not good for you. It is not healthy to eat. And more importantly, the money that you're spending there, depleting the limited foreign exchange that we have under this government. Start that as your protest. Start that. People ask what to buy local. You don't have to be shopping all the time. Paulo Kernahan put that out. They have nothing to buy local. Paulo, miss me with your bullshit, nah, man. Buy breadfruit and avocado and guava and soursop and banana and carrots. Buy it local. Cook. Eat. You don't have to be buying. You don't have to be out shopping in the mall every day. We're not shopaholic. Save your money. Buy land. Save your money. Buy land. Save your money. Invest in business. Don't go and buy bullshit to dust in your house. That is just things for you to dust. Khalil Gibran say those are things you buy to keep on guard for fear that you may need them tomorrow. Buy it when you need it. Don't buy it now. Don't buy it now. Don't let them fool you. You don't need new furniture. You don't. You don't need any of that shit they're trying to sell you. You don't need any of those bank loans. Cut the credit card and get them back. Listen. Show them who have the power. You have it. Let this be the worst Christmas for all them importers, all them big name importers. Leave them in the empty store. You see, then they will go and have a meeting with the government and say the people not happy. And if the people not happy and they're not shopping by we not happy. And if we not happy, let's talk. Yeah? That's where it starts. Let me see that on the news. Give us that encouragement that tomorrow every foreign franchise empty. Tell everybody. Start programs. Start events on Facebook. Tell people boycott anything foreign franchise fast food. Boycott it. Start there. Start there. 5 days. 5 days of no fast food. Start there. Eat healthy. Eat well. Spend time with your family home. Play a little Monopoly. You don't have Monopoly, play cards. They have games you can play all you use a pen and a paper. I remember when we were small, we used to love those games. They had a game called Boy, Girl, Animal, Place, Thing, TV. Remember that? And they say A, B, C, D, and write, start with, everybody write out something with D and B. And it's fun. Spend time with your family. Go by your folks. Go by your parents. Go by your neighbors. Lying in the street. Stop spending money on alcohol. Stop spending money on stupidness. Save your money hard. Even if they're not paying your interest on your money, okay. A day will come. I remember when Smokey in St. James, Smokey saved a whole warehouse full of chip Carib bottle when Carib said they wasn't taking back money because Carib had a monopoly. And Smokey saved them. Smokey said one day in the future, foreign beer will come to this country and Carib will have to take back every single one. So said, so done. Miller Bear come and was storming through St. James and the Carib supervisor come and say, but Smokey, you know we love you. Change every single one. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. And you don't have to stunt. And you don't have to mash up and make noise and burn down nothing. All you have to do is respect your vote, your labor, and your consumption. You see what you work for? That is yours. You exchange labor for money. What you work for, that is yours. Bank that, save that. What you're buying with that is investments. Buy things that appreciate in value, not things to fool people. When they come in my house, it's empty. I don't have them kind of fancy thing, you know. You don't sell me knick-knack. Knick-knack, nice thing to throw money away for. I buy land. That's how you must live. Let them watch your car. You're driving that old car. You see Tobagonians just do that. They may own a car, you know. They own no car. They're walking on the road in 2 different shoes, but they own land. Poor people stay poor, playing rich. Rich people get rich, acting poor. Hold your money, squeeze it tight. Don't let it go till the bird ball. You know what I'm telling you? Let the quarter arm say, oh God, spend $1 on a man. Stop buying lotto and lottery and play away and all that foolishness. They say lottery is a tax on people who are not good at mathematics. Basic arithmetic. Stop it. 5 days. 5 days. Because I tell you something. In that 5 days, you send a ripple through this country like nothing before. And if they don't listen, we give them 10 days after that. 5 days. Eat well. Eat healthy. Let all of your socializing be with friends and family. Come by me, I go by you. We meet in the road. We kick some ball. We lie under the tree. We go by the river. Friends and family. Go by your parents. Go by your neighbors. Bring your children into the conversation. Get back there to community. We have to fix this country, you know. And we're not going to fix this country playing rich. You're not going to fix this country spending your hard-earned money to buy shit to fool people. A home. And I will never forget this. Because I used to think it the other way, and I learned that lesson. I will never forget. You can mash up anything in my house now. A home is for free expression, not for good impression. People's opinion of you doesn't do anything for you. Live a good life. You live a good, respectful life. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You don't have to be lined up outside. You see, anytime I pass anywhere that have one of them purple rope for you to line up for, you will never get my money. You will never get my money. I'm not lining up to hand you my money as an ass. Spending money to put people's brand on your chest. Just do it. I'm not doing that foolishness. If Nike want to put their brand on me, they'll pay me. I ain't paying them. It's like the woman who's going to spend all their money on carnival costumes. If they only understood that without them, carnival busts. 1 year is all it takes, you know, for the woman to say, listen, costumes too expensive. We are spending more than $500. Make it nice and $500. I bet you get it. But every year they realize that you're foolish and you're stupid. And they're counting on that. They're counting on that. So they come in your line and they pick the most popular girl and give her a free costume. So she say, ay, 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 I ain't trying, but let's sign up, eh? Link me, link up, link in, all that bullshit. For you to go and spend your hard-earned money. Borrow money from Island Finance to pay for the next year. Pressure. Stop all that. Stop all that. Understand your power. You have all the power you need in your vote, your consumption, and your labor. Don't let them take your vote for granted. If Morva, Beetham, Lavantil, and Sealots marginalize themselves tomorrow, if Morva, Beetham, Lavantil, and Sealots paint themselves orange tomorrow, the next day, the whole of PNM inside there, Shorty Boy, Forrest, all of them, hey, what you need? We here. But they take you for granted. They don't care about what they have in the bag. So if Morva, Beetham, Lavantil, and Sealots want to get like Goodwood Park, Valsayn, St. Clair, and Fairways, they have to marginalize themselves. Find an orange jersey. Wear orange for the next week. Say we gone PEP. Vote for the PEP. Let them want your vote. Or just see what went on. When they fire Herbert Volney from St. Joseph, and Ian Allen, and whoever it is went up for PNM, when them stunts start, anything that St. Joseph wanted, they was getting. If it, what they say? If it stand up tall, put it down. If it on the ground, put it to stand up. If it black, painted white. If it white, painted black. Anything all you want. Because they needed your vote. They needed your vote. If tomorrow the bank needed your money, they will have to treat you better. But a lot of people are easily taken advantage of because of pride and shame. You see them two things? I don't give two shits what you think of me. What is important to me is what I think of me. And I know that I'm a man of integrity and character and ethics. I may have a potty mouth, but that is me. The survey says that the people who cuss are the most intelligent, so I'm taking that. And whether that is a joke or not. But the reality for you and the reality for me going forward, from this, from here, is that we have to start living. Look at this. Look at this shirt. I buy this in some store. $125 and I get a discount. I don't have fanciness. I don't have a jeans with a label. I don't own nothing, and everything I wear has look nice in. Because I nice, and I know I nice. I nice enough for my brand, me. So I don't spend money on foolishness. You're not trapping me with that. You're not trapping me with that. I own 3 good suits, and 4 good suits, but when I buy clothes, these last for 10 years. Style and fashion, miss me with that bullshit. I nice enough as it is. If Trinidadians only understood to watch all of the women in the party wearing the same pants and the same top and the same shape because they in style, that is not style, that is uniform. They've made you a fool. They've invaded your mind and they've stolen your money. If you get that, you will stop. This year we wearing our pants waist high because last year we was wearing our pants waist low. And if you're so foolish that you lie in a party and all you have to concern yourself about is where our next girl pants waist is, you have serious, serious problems. They put up a whole camp in your head. True talk. All I want in exchange for all I do is an empowered people. All I want is in exchange for all of this is an end to the petty racism, the political tribalism. I want in exchange for this one people under one flag. I don't want nobody work. I don't want it. Not interested in it. It's only stuntmen and women want that shit. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, have all of the power. When they talk about roti police on the highway, now an ex-police telling me that is not the truth of an ex-story. But the police need to know that the badge that they have is the people's badge. Them authority comes from the people. A man tell me, police run everybody off the road this morning in Diego Martin trying to get a child to school. The ex-head of, can't call his name, send me information. They have systems in this country that they turn off, that if you turn it back on, could tell you where every police car is in this country. They could have find out who take Vicky out of jail and where they take her to. Switch it back on. But they don't want that. They don't want that. They want to be able to lie and stunt and fool you. Come in fancy suit and tie with the media to tell you this is how it is. And you know what they say? How you tell when a politician lying? His lips moving. I don't like to call myself a politician at all. The truth of the matter for all of us is we live in a deliberately broken country. That's where we live. A deliberately broken country. It is broken by design, not by accident. It is broken to keep you enslaved. That's the first goal. And your first goal must be to unshackle yourself and free your mind. Don't tell me what is fashion. Don't tell me what is style. Don't tell me what to spend my money on. I will live respectful to everybody else, but don't bullshit me. You will find the wrong end of the scorpion. You know what I'm telling you? And I want every Trinidadian and Tobagonian to have pride and self-respect. Have that. If you could only afford hops, bread, and fish right now, eat hops, bread, and fish. One day you will eat better. I look back at the times that I suffered, and I remember our partner, me and Marlon Sky, we didn't eat for 3 days, and then one day we find a Matuks jam bottle full of 25-cent pieces from savings, and we went down in Hilo Maraval and buy some chicken wings and rice, and come back and make stewed chicken wings and rice, and eat 3 days we ate, you know. I want to tell you something. We ain't leave bones back. I remember my sufferation. I didn't come from money. I had my days when I had nothing. I had nothing. I had my days when I had nothing. And I remember those days, and I will never forget those days. I like to know where I come from, and that should be you. Your goal should be I improve me. The only race I am in is a race with myself. The only person who owns my vote is me. I decide what I do with that. The only person who owns my labor is me. Live humbly, live within your means, save money. Do like the old people. They save hard. For 10 years, they buy the block. If you can help others, stop wasting your money trying to impress others. They say when you get more, build a bigger table, not a higher wall. We need to go back to there. There are too many people in this country that are hungry and starving. The government has failed this nation, and we, by our silence, we've allowed it to happen. We have to undo and redo it. We have to stand together. We have to claim more of our Betam, Lavantil, and Ceylons. Claim them. And let me tell you something. You ever hear the saying, hurting people hurt people? When people are angry, they don't care, you know. And we have to get everybody to lower the temperature and unclench their fists. We need to come together as one people. The moment that happens, the government of this country will automatically change. The Chinese say, when the people lead, the leaders follow. Look what's happening in China. World over, all of the revolutions that matter in the last 50 years have all been peaceful revolutions. They've been the Arab Spring, the Berlin Wall came down, the Soviet Union collapsed, apartheid went the way of the whatever extinction, the dinosaur. Anything, apartheid, slavery, anything that is wrong, at time, it's for time. When the people wake up, that's it. Look at what just happened to Mugabe. As the people, when the people wake up, that's it. It's time for 55 years. 55 years, you all have let one group of people mamaga you. You thought Eric Williams was your prime minister. You really thought so? You really thought Manning was your prime minister? Robbie and Pandey, when they get together, they knew what they got together for. It couldn't work out. It didn't work out. They ended up with a UNC and a rump NAR. NAR still exists. There are 14 members. The UNC, you really think Bastio Pandey was ever prime minister of this country? Bastio Pandey is on record as saying, I thought the prime minister had power. That clown. He was part of 33-3. He had the constitutional authority to fix everything. Do you really believe that Kamala O'Reilly ever were really in charge of this country? It is time now. It is way past time now that that power structure that have been controlling all of these political parties get put to rest. It is time the people of Trinidad and Tobago reclaimed their country. It is time to undo and redo all of those failing institutions of state. It is time to get this country functional in service of the people again, where every creed and race could really have an equal place. We stand for one people under one flag. The only way we fixing it is that way. And I hope, and I hope, and I hope, and I hope that you understand that you have a responsibility more than to watch this. Today I get 2 bills for legal fees I could barely afford. And you all have to help me with this, you know. I need some of you who have deep pockets to contact me, because we need some funds and we need some assistance to pay off some legal fees. We fight in the battles. We out there and we fight in it. If you could afford to help, I would appreciate the help. And I'm begging, I'm asking. We're doing this together. Everybody here on this video tonight, you have a responsibility to tell other people, you see this Saturday, Shogunas. You can't make an excuse anymore to Port of Spain far, because it's everywhere close to Shogunas. You can come from any direction and get there. So come Saturday and pack that room and show us, give us the encouragement that yes, this is the way to go forward. We want this. We want to rescue Trinidad and Tobago. Make the effort, change your plans, organize your family, organize your transportation and come. This Saturday at noon, we in the Southern Auditorium, Center Point Mall, Ramsaran Street, Shogunas. PEPTT.com, that's the website. PEP app, PEP, that's the app. Download it for free in any app store. peptrinbago@gmail.com, that's how to contact us. Email us and we will put you on, get you in touch with anybody and everybody that you need to be in touch with. So yes, we went a little longer tonight than we normally do, because tomorrow night there will be no show. Tomorrow night, Frontline, we'll be watching Frontline tomorrow night with PRO Janice Lemon Creaky. Anthony Defoe, and Kerry Grant. I would like to ask everybody to also hold PEP member Joseph Camacho in your prayers. He is not well right now, and we want him to get a full and complete recovery. He has a contribution to make, and I hope and I pray that he gets better. Yes? So until Saturday, because there won't be a show tomorrow and there won't be a show on Friday, those of you who would like to meet me and to speak with me, I'll be in Ramsaran Street, Center Point Mall, Chaguanas from noon Saturday. Until then, stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.